In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a customer on the ERPNext. So from your home page, you scroll down to Selling, and then you select Customer here under Selling. The next thing you do is you click on Add Customer. Now this is the quick entry form, so you can just put in this information and save. But here I'll be showing you how to edit in full form. So here is where you put in the name of the client. So let's call it Blue Diamond Limited. Here you can specify the type, if it's a company or an individual. So we'll leave this as company. Here you can specify the group, if it's commercial, government, individual, or non-profit. You can also create your own customer group if it doesn't fall into any of these categories. So I'll select commercial, and then here for territory you can also select Nigeria, or if you want to break it down into different states, you can create a new territory by doing that. Here also you can specify if you want to allow sales invoice creation without sales orders. So if you want to allow that, you check this. If you want to allow sales invoice creation without the delivery note, you can also check this. The next thing is the currency and price list. So for example, if this client is a dollar client, that's they deal with you in foreign currency, you can select the billing currency here. So all the currencies are available here, you just need to search for it. So you select USD, and then here you can also specify the ledger. So if you have multiple receivable ledgers, you can specify that okay, this particular client should go to your debtors USD or any other kind of debtor account you have. The essence of setting this up is so that when you are doing transactions with the customer, the system already knows what ledger, what account receivables ledger it should effect. So I'll select this and then save. Now there are a lot of other things you can update. For example, you can put in the contact details for the customer. So this is a company, Blue Diamond Limited, so you can create the contact person in that company by clicking here on New Contact. So here you put in the name of the contact person. So if it's let's say Shola, and the last name Adebayo. Here you can put in the salutation, Mr., Mrs., Doctor. You can specify the designation. So let's say this is the CFO. You can specify the gender, and here you can also put in their email address. So this is important because when you want to send emails from the software to the client, this email will pop up by default, as opposed to you having to type in every time you want to send a mail to the customer. So you can indicate that this is the primary email. Then contact number, you can put in the person's contact number here and also indicate that it's primary, and then you save. So if we scroll down to the customer page, we will see the contact person here. Same applies to address. You can click on this to set the address. You can also set the customer primary contact. So if you have multiple contacts, you can set who is the primary contact person just by selecting it here as well. And you save. So anytime you make a change to the customer profile, you always need to click on save to ensure that the changes you've made have been effected. Also, if you have a default payment term for your client or a credit limit for your clients, you can set that up here as well. So if you have it, probably for this client it's a 1 week payment term. If their credit limit is, for example, 2 million naira, you can set that up as well. Okay, 2 million extra 0, and can edit this in full. So this just means that you bypass the credit limit at the sales order point. But if you don't want that, you can leave this blank and then you save. Also, if you have a sales team that works on getting the clients, you can set them up here as well. So you just click on add salesperson, select the name of the salesperson, which would already be here, or you can create, and then set the contribution to 100%. You can also so if you have multiple people in the sales team that are responsible for a particular client, you can just click on add role and select again, but here we just have one, and then set the percentage. So if it's 50-50, you specify. So those are the basic details you need to create a customer, and then once you start transacting with the customer, you can come in here to view their receivables and their accounting ledgers. Thank you.